Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. The sun's shining in here. The temperature in the greenhouse is 27 degrees centigrade and the humidity is 87%. So that's not so bad. Anyhow, I was just looking around doing a bit of tidying up, and then I noticed one or two of my frags were looking a bit worse for wear, and I've got those leaves to cut off the Andean fire that I showed you yesterday. So we'll have a look at this one first. I think this is an Ainsworthy eye that's not doing so well. It's got a lot of bad leaves on it. So we'll just take it out of its pot and have a good look at this one. We'll just have a look at the plant to see what one's doing. And as you can see, there's a lot of dead parts on the plant. And I do think it's got mealybug. Yep, plenty of mealybug down there. So we might have to give this the bleach treatment, which I haven't done for ages. But yeah, I'll take it out of its pot first and have a good look at it. So I'll take this out of its pot, have a good look at it, and then I'll do the bleach treatment on it. And it might just jog people's minds into what good bleach is for curing away the bugs. Well, I've cleaned it up as best as I can. There's the roots growing through a little bit of pumice there, bit of grow rock, but I've separated as much as I can and I haven't found one bad root. Plenty of new growth coming up. But plenty to clean up. You can see all these that need removing. So I'll give this a good clean up. And this will have to go into a bigger pot, I think. Because as you can see on this side where it was squeezed up the side of the well, I think it's a 2 litre pot. It'll have to go into a 3 litre pot now. So that's what I'll do with that one. So we'll clean it up and then we'll have a look at it again and take all the bad roots off and the bad leaves off and everything. Well, I've got the trusty little scissors here, so where should we start? They're coming off quite easily. That's good. They saved me diving in with the pliers and it's just separating them. It's like knitting to get these out. Yep. You see how they're coming out, they're dead. They've been dead for a long time, some of these, and I've never noticed. Now that's a growth that needs to come off. This is a growth that needs to come off because it's just dying. So we'll snip that off. Find some more brown leaves in here. Take those off. And where I've snipped that little growth off, I've no need to put anything on it because it's just grey. It's just sure it's dead. This could have done with a clean up a few months ago, this one. Well, that's about all I can do. I'll just count the growths at the bottom here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 growths coming up at the bottom, so that's good. Anyhow, this has got a lot of mealybug on it, so I'll put that on one side and I'll do the treatment on it. And then there's this Kavaki hybrid, this Laspherinus, that needs tidying up with all these. I hate leaves hanging down like this, so we'll just cut these off and make it tidy, because they're no good to the plant anymore. I know it looks a little bit vicious, but some things you've got to do. Cut those off so we'll get right to the bottom of it, and I'll probably have to put a little dragon's blood on this one because the leaves were quite dead. Right, I'll just show you that. And then there's this Kavaki hybrid, this Laspherinus, that needs tidying up with all these. I hate leaves hanging down like this, so we'll just cut these off and make it tidy, because they're no good to the plant anymore. I know it looks a little bit vicious, but some things you've got to do. Cut those off so we'll get right to the bottom of it, and I'll probably have to put a little dragon's blood on this one because the leaves were quite dead. Well, that's where I've cut the growth off, and you can see there's not much green there at all. It's generally just that off-white to greyish brownish colour, which shows it's dead. But slightly touch of green there, so I'll put some dragon's blood on it. So filming with my right hand, putting the dragon's blood on with the left. Yeah, quite enough there to do its job. That'll soak right down and stop anything untoward happening. Definitely stop the rot anyhow. Well, this is another Phragmopedium that I'm quite happy with. Look at the colour here. That's supposed to be a spike, but when I squeeze here, there's absolutely nothing. So I'm going to take it out of its pot. I'm going to cut the spike off and have a good look inside, see what's in there. Got new growths coming up, so I can rely on those for next year. But we'll just do that and have a look at it. So we'll just remove this from its pot. I don't know what I'll find, but this hasn't been on any drip system, so we'll see what the roots are like on it. And the answer to that is awful. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, got some new root growth, just a little bit. But look at that. That's disgusting. It's got one little new root growth there, but very, very bad. yet it's quite damp. Well, that's what I found taking it out of its pot. Just the roots like that. Little growths on it. Look very bad as far as roots are concerned. So this is definitely going on the drip when I repot it up. So now what we've got to do is cut the spike and have a good look at it. Well, it seems a shame because I've been waiting for my flowers to spike, but not good, so I just have to cut this off and get it in the shop properly. Where are we? There we are. We'll just remove the spike, remove the plant, and we'll have a good look inside here. See what's in, if anything. Nothing there. Be very careful taking it off. Nothing there. And see if we can open this one. Whoops. And nothing there, and that's where the bud should have been. So there's absolutely nothing. And dead as a doornail, you can see there. So something's been getting at it, some disease or something. So I think that'll go in the bleach as well. Well, I've got two bucketfuls here of rainwater. You can use anything you want. I'm just using rainwater because I've got a lot of it. You know, we have a lot of rain in these parts, and the tubs outside that I use for the garden are overflowing. So it was a little bit cold when I put it in, so I put some hot water in so as not to shock the plants too much. So we'll put some bleach in. Put plenty in. In fact, I think I'll empty this one. Plenty of bleach. That'll do the job nicely. Stir it up a bit. The thing is, a lot of people think, oh, you should wear gloves and bleach. Bleach doesn't do any harm at all. I can wash my hands in neat bleach and it doesn't feel a thing. You know, people get frightened of it and think it's going to burn them, but it won't. It'll clean your hands for you, but it won't burn them. There, look at that, lovely and clean. Right, so we'll dump the first one in, the one which had the mealybug. In fact, I can put the other one in the other way around now, I think, because this needs doing as well. So we'll put that in there, and we'll leave those for, what, 10 minutes? Yeah. Well, I'll leave that one for 5 minutes and then turn it over and put the roots in. Right, they've been in here for 10 minutes or so, so we'll turn this one round, put the roots in the bleach, and turn this one round as well. There we are. So we'll leave that for another 5 minutes, and that'll get rid of all the bugs. Right, they've been in long enough in there now, so what we'll do, we'll take it out and just bung them in the fresh clean water. In fact, I might leave them in here for a few minutes, and then I might put some fresh rainwater, some clean one, and rinse them again, just for a second time. Give them a good rinse. Right, we'll just leave those for a minute or two. Right, they've been in there for a good 5 minutes. So I've got another bucket full there of rainwater. So we'll just rinse them again to make sure they're rinsed properly. And then these will be ready for repotting again. And this one, I'll put this one on the drip, just to see how it goes. See if those roots come on at all. So that's the two done. Bugs gone. So repotting time. Well, we'll start with the larger of the two plants, and that's the pot it came out of, and that's the pot it's going into, which is another litre size up. So we'll start with this one. This is just a mixture of bark. There's all sorts in here. There's bark in, there's perlite, there's a bit of tree fern in it, some tree fern. Not bothering watering them because they're going back on the drip, and I put too much in there. That's better. This always takes a long time, doesn't it, to pot them up like this. I would like this plant to grow much bigger and taller instead of spreading out horizontally, or horizontally. Just keep going, make sure everything's full up. It's surprising how much bark these take. Turn it round a bit and try from this end. I can press it down firmly at the edges now. That should be fine once it's on the drip system. So we'll put that on one side. Get the other pot. And fill this one up. Put some big pieces of bark here, we'll put those at the bottom. Some more here. to go into there, so it needs an awful lot more of this. So it's got a lot of growing to do to fill this pot. There. Oh, that's the other one done. Well, there they are, bug free, looking much better. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you to all my subscribers, which I always say. I've done all my watering for today, so I think it's time I went inside, had a little glass of wine and a currant bun. So thank you much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.